AR Telecast News 24/7. Special feature documentary Iraq, the land that taught the world to dream. In an age obsessed with power and wealth, there stands a land whose greatest treasures are neither oil fields nor arsenals, but the very foundations of human civilization itself. This is Iraq, a place where humanity first pressed reeds into wet clay to capture language, where towering walls defended bustling cities long before Europe ever laid its first stones, and where priests, gazing into the heavens, plotted stars that would guide our knowledge of the cosmos for millennia to come. Babylon, jewel of the ancient world, travel back more than 2,600 years, to the banks of the mighty Euphrates, where Babylon rose, a city destined to echo through all of history. Under King Nebuchadnezzar II, Babylon was not merely a thriving metropolis. It was the marvel of the known world. Imagine colossal walls so broad that chariots raced atop them, encircling a city teeming with merchants, priests, artisans, and scribes. At its heart stood the glorious Ishtar Gate, clad in deep blue tiles, parading rows of golden lions and dragons, whispering tales of gods and empires. But Babylon was more than a monument to wealth. Here, scribes etched the Code of Hammurabi into stone, among the first written laws on earth. Principles of justice born in this ancient city would ripple outward, shaping the courts and consciences of future civilizations. The Hanging Gardens, humanity's first paradise. And then there were the gardens, the legendary Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Terraces stacked high, lush with flowering vines, palms, and flowing water. An engineered mountain in the desert, created so that a queen might behold the green hills of her distant homeland. Whether these gardens truly stood in Babylon or lived only in timeless legend, their story reveals something profound. That in the harshest deserts, humanity dared not just to survive, but to dream of paradise and to build it by hand. A sacred land for over 1 billion souls. Yet Iraq's story does not lie buried only in the ruins of its empires. For over 1 billion Muslims, this land is hallowed ground. In Karbala, the blood of Imam Hussein stained the earth in a stand against tyranny, a sacrifice that still pulses through the hearts of millions each year. In Najaf, pilgrims flock to the shrine of Imam Ali, cousin and son-in-law of Prophet Muhammad, whose words on justice and devotion continue to shape lives across continents. Even Kufa, quiet today, once served as a capital where Imam Ali ruled, with wisdom and compassion that history remembers far beyond his time. Baghdad, light of the intellectual world. Then came Baghdad, under the Abbasid caliphs. In the 8th and 9th centuries, while Europe stumbled through its dark ages, Baghdad became a beacon of human thought. At the House of Wisdom, scholars of every faith, Muslims, Christians, Jews, Zoroastrians, gathered to translate Greek philosophy, Persian astronomy, Indian mathematics. Here, Al-Razi and Ibn Sina penned medical texts that would guide European doctors for hundreds of years. Here, astronomers refined our understanding of the stars, and poets poured passion into Arabic verse that still stirs souls. Baghdad's libraries were treasure vaults of global intellect until 1258, when Mongol invaders reduced them to ashes, and the Tigris ran black with ink. Why Iraq still matters. So why does Iraq matter today, beyond the conflicts and oil pipelines that dominate modern headlines? Because beneath its troubled soil lies the cradle of humanity's earliest aspirations. It was here that laws were first carved in stone to bring order to society. Lush gardens rose from barren sand, defying nature itself. Islam found some of its holiest shrines, anchoring the faith of millions. And a city once shone so brightly with knowledge that it illuminated the entire world. A heritage for all of us. Iraq is not only the inheritance of Iraqis, it belongs to all who read, question, worship, create, all who dare to dream. It reminds us that from clay, stone, and rivers, people long ago built wonders, sought wisdom, and reached for the divine. Proof that even amid hardship, humanity can still achieve greatness. Perhaps one day the world will look to Iraq again, not for oil or geopolitics, but for the timeless gifts it once shared so generously. Art, law, faith, knowledge, dreams. AR Telecast News, 24/7 by Ali. Telling the stories that do more than fill headlines. They reveal what it means to be human.